All right, you guys, we're going to get started. So my name is Nicole Profit. I'm so excited that you're here today. We're going to share with you this amazing opportunity. First, we're going to start out with the good stuff. It's always my favorite thing to hear how these are impacting other people's lives, right? That's the thing that we want to know. We want to know that these work. So the link works. Oh, well, I'm so glad you guys are here. I'm sorry, technical difficulties, but we're so happy that you're here with us. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and we're going to get the good stuff started. So welcome to the future of wellness here at Super Patch. If you haven't heard about Super Patch, don't feel bad. We are fairly new to the health and wellness space. We have something cool called Health Tech. This is actually a medical device, probably unlike anything that you've ever heard before. And this gives you drug-free solutions to your everyday problems. So stay tuned to the end. We're going to go through some of the different patches that we have. But first, we're going to go ahead and get to the story. So I wanted to share with you Jay Dollywell. He is our founder, our CEO. I love what he says here. I'm here to build something generational that will transform the world. Anything else is a waste of time. And when I first read that, I was kind of like, oh, that's real cute, right? Like, that's sweet. But what's so wild is I have seen the way that these patches are changing people's lives. So the depth and breadth of that statement is underrated, I think. Like, we truly are changing people's lives. And I think that better health will transform the world. So I'm super excited to be here in partnership. Disruptive technology has always changed the world and always will. You guys remember when we went from like the rotary phone that you're like, right? And now we have like everything at our fingertips, right? Like everything we need is right here within a matter of 2.5 seconds. And if it's slow, you just upgrade your internet speed. Like, it's crazy when you think about it. So we are talking tonight about the future of wellness in a patch. You guys, it is literally like Braille for your brain. And so these little ridges that you see here, again, drug-free solution. There's 0 ingredients in here. This is a health tech device that is FDA registered. There are 0 supplements in here, and they are safe for everyone. These little ridges that you see on the screen, those are like Braille for your brain. So like a QR code, you stick it on and it sends all these messages immediately to your brain and gives you a ton of different options. We'll go through those. Stay tuned. Let me let some more people in here. All right. We are going to get started with the good stuff. So I'm going to bring Crystal on deck. If you guys want to read through this or you want to take a screenshot, go ahead. Crystal's going to share with us and introduce some of our amazing speakers tonight. This is my favorite part, so I will shut up.
All right, welcome, guys. So tonight you're going to hear from some amazing women that felt something real and something so powerful that it actually made them want to join this opportunity and share it with everybody that they possibly can. And I just want to say thank you to these women before they speak for sharing your stories with us and being brave enough to do so, and also to inspire all these amazing people tonight. So, first up, I'm so excited to announce this person because she's going to speak to so many mommies right now when she tells her story. Your mommy's hearts are going to be exploding. So, first, let's welcome Ashley.
Hi, guys. Thank you so much for having me tonight. I am very excited to share my story. So I've actually only been a part of Super Patch for about a week and a half. I really kind of just did this as a last-ditch effort. We've been struggling in our house for years. My son has very, very rage-induced meltdowns. He loses his ever-loving mind. He's 8 years old. He's very depressed. And we can't figure out why. And my daughter also was just hit with an ADHD diagnosis. So they are both hand in hand walking through a diagnostic process right now. And I saw a friend's Facebook post about her daughter and how well she was doing in class using these patches. And I mean, I'm very holistic. And so I really did a deep dive on like all of the supplementation, all of the diet stuff, everything involved in trying to bounce away from this, not being able to focus in class, having the meltdowns, all of the things. We were doing everything right, but absolutely nothing was working. And I personally, I'm not a medication gal. So I want to do anything I can for my kids to try to avoid medication. I'm in the school system. So you kind of poke kids and you're like, are you in there? Because of, overdosed kids, medications aren't doing the thing. And so I was just like, you know what? We have our second diagnostic appointment next week. I'm just going to buy these as a last ditch effort. Doesn't sound like it, but I'm just going to try it. I've been around the block with this stuff. I'm going to try it. I'm just going to go. So I got these patches. I started them on a Sunday. Generally, my son will have 3 to 5 very, very intense, massive meltdowns, flies off the handle, 0 to 100 very fast. That first day, we had 0. And I was just like, well, that's odd. Surely these aren't the patches. Day 2, no meltdowns. Day 3, no meltdowns. And I'm like, this is absolutely insane. So our house's peace hasn't been for years. And I was just like, get me on the phone. I got to talk to somebody. What's happening? And this is for my daughter and my son. Okay. My daughter and my son had their second diagnostic appointment this past Friday. And this is going to blow your socks off, you guys. So they had already gone through their first round of diagnostic appointments with our psychologist. They last week had their second round of appointments as like a final thing. The doctor walks out after my daughter's second round of testing, and she says, hey, just wanted to circle back with you. Wanted to ask you a couple questions. Would you mind stepping into my office? And I'm like, absolutely, let's talk. She was wearing her patches that day. I wasn't going to say anything because I was just like, doesn't really matter. Like, she has ADHD, like, we all know it. It's a whole thing. She sits down and she's like, so I just wanted to know if anything has changed from the first appointment to the second appointment, as far as like anything she's taking, any diet changes and I'm just like, what? It's the patches. And she's like, I'd love more information on those. If you could share those with me, I'd really appreciate. She's like, her entire demeanor was completely different. The way she showed up, the way she was able to focus, like all of the things, like she showed up a completely different child. Like this doctor was absolutely floored. And she's just like, I would love to know what this stuff is. And so, guys, we have been nothing but peace for the last week and a half. I am a very high strung mama. I've got 4 kiddos under the age of 10. I'm a preschool teacher. We're doing the thing. This has blessed our families so immensely. And I literally cannot wait to get this into every single household I possibly can. I'm literally talking to everybody about this that I possibly can because it has impacted us so deeply. So if you're on the fence, like, give it a go. This is literally the best thing we've ever done for our family.
Thank you so much for sharing that, Ashley. Such a beautiful story. Makes me so happy. Next up, guys, is somebody whose strength and resilience has honestly just blown me away. Somebody who is currently battling stage 3 cancer and has found relief with Super Patch. Her story is amazing. Let's welcome Melinda.
There we go.
Can you-
Okay, we're good. Okay, hi, I'm Melinda. I just started Super Patch about 2 months ago. If I would have been speaking 2 months ago, I probably couldn't get words out. I have stage 3 cervical cancer, and because of that, I've had a lot of symptoms. I've been battling this for, I want to say, about 6 or 7 months now. Chemotherapy, radiation, all of it, and it left me as a shell of a human. I was unrecognizable. I couldn't speak. I couldn't walk to the bathroom. My bathroom is maybe 5 steps away. I had immense pain in my hips, my legs, my bones. I had neuropathy where I couldn't even put a blanket on without screaming and crying. I couldn't sleep through the night. I couldn't shift. The hot flashes, like I had everything, nausea, vomiting, you name it, I got it. I actually almost died. I went septic. My entire system went down at one point, and I was at the verge of breaking and completely giving up on life until I came across one of Crystal's posts, and I was at the point where I would have done anything, like literally anything. I would have thrown myself in the garbage can if she told me that was going to make it better. But I pretty much begged her for these products, and I've never tried them. I never did anything, but I trusted Crystal, and she told me to get Liberty, uh, Freedom, and Defend. She told me, if you're going to get just 3 patches, grab those 3 patches. So I did. I grabbed those 3 patches. As soon as they came in the mail, I was literally in the car with my friend, ready to get one of those like driving cart things because we have to go to Costco. We need groceries. And I hop in the car. I'm like, well, let me pop these patches on. Not 10 minutes later, I was bouncing around Costco like a crazy person, driving my mother crazy. That she was like, what did you do? What are you on? Like, is this some kind of illegal substance? Like, what's going on? And I was like, nope, I put the patches on. So from that day on, I literally, that's when I decided I'm going to actually sell them. At first, I wasn't really 100% sure, but yeah, now I'm screaming from the rooftops. Everyone needs to know. Everybody needs these patches. There is something that is stopping everyone. And if you want to get back to who you are and you want to go and help people, if that's your passion, you need to be with this company.
Thank you so much, Melinda. And that is so true. Melinda was not thinking she was in a state to share this opportunity just because of how sick she was, and just, I mean, it wasn't even 24 hours. And she was like, I have to share this. Like, I forget the word she said. She's like, if I didn't share this, I would just feel awful. There's so many people that I can help. So thank you for sharing that, Melinda. So, our last story, this woman is going to share her story about her husband's experience with the patches. And it's not only inspiring, but it really shows what's possible when you find support at the right time. It's truly amazing. Wait until you hear this story. Everybody meet Krista. Is Krista still on? I know she is on here.
Okay,
Having trouble unmuting?
I'm trying to
I
find.
got it.
All right.
Hello. Okay, I kept pushing the red button, not the white button. Hello. Okay, so yeah, I would like to share my story actually about my husband. So my husband and I both use the patches, but I had my husband, I actually asked him to use the patches in a way that we originally weren't thinking to use them. And that is to help him with a substance use issue. So I heard about Kick It after already starting to use the patches in other ways. And I just said to my husband, I said, I know that this has been a 3-year struggle of yours, which also is of mine in the sense of when you have a loved one struggling with a substance, it's a family issue then. And so we were at wit's end with it, both of us. And so he said, okay, I don't think it's going to help because this has been a 3-year struggle with many relapses. And but I'll give it a try. And so he put Kick It on, and this was after he had been 2 months clean. So 2 months sober. And so he was just at his 60 days, and he had started doing something called Celebrate Recovery at our church. And that was kind of helping him stay in a good headspace. But he said that he still, he says literally every 5 minutes, his brain was telling him to go use. And he just could not quiet his brain at all. The desire to use was always there. There was always triggers to use, and it never stopped. And that is why he, for 3 years, would constantly go back and falter. And so we stuck a patch on. So put Kick It on him and prayed like we always do. And I had asked him, after a few weeks, I said, hey, will you, maybe like do a testimony on the patches? I'm thinking he's going to do a testimony on freedom for his pain, maybe peace for his anxiety. And he ends up writing a testimony and putting it on Facebook and posts it. And I read it, and it's actually about Kick It and what I'm sharing with you. So he basically now, yesterday we got to celebrate 120 days sober with him. And that is, as far as I can remember, that is the longest that he's been sober in 3 years. And he said to me, he said, I really can't think of anything that has changed except for using that patch. Nothing else has changed in our lives except for the patch. Celebrate Recovery started 2 months before starting to use the patch, but that still had me wanting to use. And he went to Celebrate Recovery prior to his last relapse even. He thought he was doing good and still relapsed. So he actually knows that the only thing literally that has changed is using Kick It. And just today before coming on, I kind of was talking to him about it, and he said, yeah, he said it's still quiet. And we went to a psych appointment today, and he said in a psych appointment, he got to tell them that he's still sober from it. And I'm so grateful. We're both so grateful. This is saving our marriage. And it's saving his life. And I just want to scream it from the rooftops that there's something out there that's not another substance. And that's so important when you are dealing with somebody who has an addictive personality as well, is when you can give them something and provide them something that is completely ingredient and substance free and is not going to take an addiction and just replace it with another addiction. So our testimony is on the testimony page, and anybody is welcome to share that, by the way. Thank you for having me.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Krista. So as you guys see, those are 3 very different stories, all very, very powerful stories. So I really, really appreciate you guys coming on and sharing that with us. So thank you guys.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Those testimonies, all of them were just so, so good. I'm gonna have me tearing up with the last one, Krista. Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing that. Tell your husband, thank you for letting us share that. That can help a lot of people. So it's really awesome. I'm so proud of him. Like, I don't know him, but I'm proud of him. That's a big deal. So, okay, guys, we're going to move forward. I need a tissue because that was really emotional. These are the things that we get to experience. I find myself like, oh, I'm just so happy with the amount of people who are able to help. It's really such a blessing. Okay, so we're going to talk more about the patches. We're going to talk about taking you from low functioning to well functioning. So when you think about it, you've got aches and pains, right? So that's going to take you from an ache and a pain to optimal neurofunction. You're going to have low performance, low balance, low stability to increase performance. High stress to low stress. Like the things that these patches can do are pretty incredible. I'm going to just show you really quickly. I say this, hold on one second. I didn't realize I had my blur on. All right, let me show you how these work. Okay, they come on these little adhesive backed patches. You peel them off, you take them, you find a good spot on your body and you stick them. Okay, just like that. Immediately when you stick them to your body, your skin has all of these thousands of skin receptors, and they take that message straight to your brain, and it starts communicating these very clear messages. This one is Boost. This is our energy patch. The coolest thing about this one is I'm going to put it on right now. It's going to give me a little burst of energy. I'm going to be able to finish this Zoom. I'm going to finish a little bit of paperwork that I have to do. And when I'm ready to go to bed, I just simply take it off. So I'm not having to deal with any kind of like caffeine energy crashes. It is simple as that. And again, there's no stimulants in here. So love that. We're going to go through the patches. I'm going to go through this so quickly, but I want to give you a good overview of the variety of things that we are able to help people with here at Super Patch. So I'm going to go top to bottom. If you guys have questions, please put those in the chat. And if the people that are helping me with this event tonight could just help monitor the chat and answer any questions, that would be amazing. So first one we have is Freedom. That one is our pain patch. That one works with any kind of pain. So we have people that have had chronic pain for 26 years to my chiropractor's secretary who broke her foot and needed some relief. Like that's the level that it works. It works fast. There are clinical studies on this showing that it reduces the amount of pain down from like a level 10 to a level 2 in 14 days. That's like absolutely mind blowing. Next one is Victory. This is our athletic performance patch. This one actually increases stamina, strength, stability. We are currently have 12 NFL teams using the Victory patch for performance. And that is like for athletes. It also works great for people with neuropathy. So, Liberty is our foundational patch. This one helps all the patches work better. It's the best way to describe it. It helps with balance, stability. It helps lower inflammation. It also puts your body in homeostasis. So if your brain is at homeostasis and your organs are at homeostasis, it's like a factory reset, and it allows all the patches to work better, faster. So we recommend that if you're going to try one patch, you try to pair it with Liberty, and you're going to have just an all-around better experience. The next one is Ignite. This one is for our people that want to sit on the couch and burn 300 extra calories. Or maybe you want to go for a walk and burn 300 extra calories while you're working out. It's completely up to you. This one increases your RMR. It also helps with blood flow. It is just an all over incredible patch. This one paired with Kick It is going to help you if you're trying to lose weight and you are a snacker or you're an emotional eater or something like that. Those two work really great in combination. Joy, that one is more sunshine, more hope, more happiness. If you have a touch of, even seasonal depression. I'm in Texas, guys. It was like 50 degrees the other day, which is wild. So sometimes it's like not sunny and it's kind of gross and you need a little boost. The Joy patch is amazing. Peace patch is one of my absolute favorites. My testimony for product is I found the Peace patch. It brought me out of a really, really deep, dark postpartum depression after my third baby. And I literally know it sounds dramatic, but it brought me back to myself. I was the dimmest version of myself that I've ever seen. 3 days on the Peace patch, it was like a whole new person. That one helps with stress. It helps lower cortisol. It just gives you an easier, less triggered lifestyle. Like if you're one of those really like, if you struggle with just feelings of anxiousness and just like you're easily triggered, like Peace will just bring you to a state of calm like you've never felt before. Lumi is our skin patch. This is great. We have amazing testimonials for all of these, you guys. So if the person that invited you tonight, make sure you get back with them and just say, hey, I want to hear more about this. Like put me in the testimonial group and go read up on some of these amazing testimonials that you're hearing with these patches. There are some really great ones with eczema, psoriasis, dermatitis that help. Lumi helps with that. There's also some really great acne. It's a great skin patch. Defend is one of those ones that you can put on somebody if they start to have a runny nose and it'll stop like that. I have a little 3-year-old, and anytime we're anywhere and there's like a nose sniffle, we're like snapping that Defend on. It's also great if you are in the school system and you're around a lot of people, daycares, things like that. And if you travel a lot, you're always around a lot of different people. So this one helps increase your immunity naturally. Focus. It is literally just what it says. It helps you focus. So if you find that you are like this all day and you're moving from one room to the next and you're doing 32 things and you're never completing one. If you have 39 tabs open in your brain, focus is going to allow you to shut off and zone in on one task. I talked to someone today who tried it on her son, and I said, "So how did it go? How did they like it?" And she said, "He said, Mom, I was locked in." I was like, okay, that's great. That's a great way to describe it. So it's perfect for kiddos that are in school, especially around testing time, or if they're just struggling staying on task. Rocket is an amazing patch. It's kind of more the men's health hormone patch. We've got a couple of testimonials that people have shared that it has replaced Viagra, also that it has increased testosterone. While we don't have any clinical studies on that yet, they are coming. We also have women that swear by this patch. So it is one that you're going to have increased vitality, increased passion. There are also, like I said, it's going to help like a Viagra would. Kick It, that's the one that we did have a testimonial on tonight. Kick It is going to be for kicking your bad habits. So whether that's drugs, alcohol, food, or even just obsessive thoughts, right? Like we can get in a habit where we just play things over and over and over and over again in our brains. And so Kick It is going to work great for that. We have a very large group of providers and physicians that work with Super Patch. They believe in integrative medicine. And so finding solutions that are non-medicinal. And so there are some amazing testimonials on the combination for Kick It, peace, and joy amongst our neurodivergent kiddos. So these three patches are lifesavers for some of these mamas that have been dealing with so many issues. So great option there. And then REM is the sleep patch. So if you struggle with sleep, if you struggle with falling asleep, if you struggle with staying asleep, the REM is going to give you a very deep sleep. Even if you wake up, you'll go right back to sleep. So those are our patches. We have one more. You guys saw me put it on before I started, and that's the energy patch. That's the boost patch. Again, that's the non-stimulant patch. It's going to give you a boost of energy and no crash. When you're ready, you just take it off. All right, so those are all the patches. I just want to see really quickly, Skylar, are you, my phone is dead. Skylar, are you on? Crystal, do you see Skylar? No, okay. I'm going to go ahead and go through the opportunity then. I should probably text me, but I did not see it because my phone's dead. All right, so I want to tell you a little bit about why Super Patch. Right now, you know from other people that it works, you hear their experience. Maybe you can kind of, as I was talking about the patches, maybe you started to think about the people that you know, right? The people that you know that don't sleep, the people you know that are stressed or in pain or need more energy. I feel like that's like 98% of America. But if that is somebody that you know, odds are you may be interested in sharing. So we're going to talk a little bit about what sets us apart from other companies in the network marketing space. So first and foremost, we're unique and affordable. Like I said, we have 0 ingredients. There's no drugs, no chemicals, no stimulants. There's no contraindications, which means they're not going to, affect any kind of medication that you're taking. You don't have to do anything, right? You guys saw like my application process was like 1.2 seconds. That's it. I'm not lifestyle changing. I'm not detoxing. I'm not anything. I stick it on and patch and go, and that's it. It's affordable. Like I said, our patches, they're $45 for associates. They're $60 for retail customers. First time customers, just so you know, you do get a 25% discount, which is amazing. They make it really easy for people to try them out. They're safe for everyone, you guys. I do not worry recommending these patches. My 2-year-old, well, she's 3 now, my 2-year-old wears them. They're safe for adults, children. They're safe during pregnancy. They're safe during nursing. They are recommended by doctors, right? So super safe. Most people that have any kind of issues with any kind of adhesives are fine with these patches. They work quickly and easy. You don't have to wait 30, 60, 90, 120 days to have a result. You guys imagine being able to put something on someone and have them have a result like that. That's quite impossible in this space, right? Most of the time companies are talking about give it 30 days, give it 90 days, give it 120 days. Listen, we're a microwave society. We want things now. We want them fast. period, end of story. And we don't want to pay a fortune for them either. So we find that most people have amazing results quickly. We do a lot of trials here so that we can get our patches on people. And we're seeing that those convert quickly into customers and associates. So if you're looking at this as a business, just know you don't have to look at it like 30, 60, 90. Like we're talking 5, 10 days here, which is cool. There's no competition, you guys. We don't have a competitor. Our patches are copywritten, which means no one can steal them. There are 0 ingredients, which means the FDA cannot take them away. Like we are so solid in what we have here at Super Patch. It's really exciting. And we are brand new in this space and nobody's going to take us away. So we have currently Jay has invested $25 million in Super Patch. Okay. That is 15 years of clinical research and studies. We have 16 clinical studies. We've got 6 more coming this year. And guys, just so you know, clinical studies, they're about $500,000 a piece. It's a long process and they cost a lot of money. But I love the fact that our owners like willing to put the money out to prove that these things work. And so for me, from a sales perspective, I'm super confident in them. Like I have no doubt they work. Here, go look at the studies, right? You don't have to trust me, just go read the studies. So I do love that. We have a customer acquisition program, which is really unique. It gives us an opportunity to share the cost of marketing within the field and within our organization. So we have advertisements like in Times Square, for instance. So let's just say somebody sees us in Times Square and they're like, Super Patch, oh my gosh, I think my friend Crystal does that, right? Then they come home and they're like, Crystal, I need to order those patches. Like clearly they're amazing. They're in the middle of Times Square. They're also in Fox News. Like we've got a ton of people wearing our patches and we're doing big multimedia buys. We share the cost of that with our reps, but we also share the profit. And nothing like a customer acquisition program has ever been done in any network marketing company. So it's really cool that we do that here. One other thing, like I said, we have customers that get 25% off their first order. We also have an amazing customer referral program. So when your customers purchase and they love the patches, maybe they don't want to sell it, they can refer their link to somebody else who wants to buy it. When they buy it, the customer that referred them gets $30 credit that they can use to purchase more patches. And you as an associate get full commission on that. Like that's so generous. I've never had a company be that generous to their customer base. So I love that. There's so many things that make us different, but these are the ones that I love to point out the most. Hopefully you see that we are not only a category disruptor, but we really offer something very unique to an industry that's a lot of me too, same, but not different products. All right, so let's move on to the next screen. I want to tell you like who's wearing Super Patch and who's sharing it. We have everything from families. We've got coaches, physical therapists, massage therapists, personal trainers, midwives and doulas. We have neurodivergent specialists, behavioral specialists. We have estheticians. We have all the people, right? Massage therapists, all the things. We also have salon owners, gym owners, practitioners, nurses, chiropractors, and like I said, professional athletes. So when you think about that, you are taking your network that may be only like a small portion, right? If you sold lipstick, you'd have a little bit of people that would want to buy from you. You guys, I hope that you're seeing that this opportunity is huge. So many people can use what we have here at Super Patch. So I just want to ask you this question. Do you know 3 to 5 people that you can think of off the top of your head that would be interested in pain, better performance, better balance and strength, weight loss, calorie burn, happiness, some stress-free living, better skin, better health, more focus, less squirrel brain, better sex life, free from any kind of addiction, a great night's sleep, and some extra energy? If you thought about 3 to 5 people, then this business opportunity is definitely for you. You want to come in on the ground floor of this, you guys, we haven't even hit momentum yet. I'm telling you, right place, right time, right product. It's Super Patch. All right, so I'm going to bring Celia on next. Celia is going to walk us through the options to get you started. And she's going to tell you a little bit about what she did and how she was able to make her money back in just a matter of a week or two. And then it's not stopped since she started. So Celia, do you want to hop on?
Yes, I'm on. Thank you so much, Nicole. That was so great. And I had the same exact thought as the last slide. When I looked at this opportunity, I looked at this product, I could think of 3 to 5 people or more that I needed to get this product into their hands as fast as I could, not including my own family. We were so excited to see results within days. And then within days, it just took us a matter of a week or two to get all of this product out to the people that I loved, the people that I knew, and for them to be having an experience. So that's what these packs are really for. They're business builder packs. You could probably see there the Pan Am kit. That is the first kit that we have that comes with some bonuses. That pack comes with 7 Liberty, it looks like 6 Victory, and 1 Freedom 4 pack. Okay, so the reason why it comes with so many is because you want to be selling off those products, sampling them to people. You want to be doing balance tests and things like that. So these really are true business builder packs. That one is $5.49, and then we have the Omega kit. That one comes with 7 different patches. So that's a little bit of a better mix of packs right there. That one comes with some of our bonuses that you're eligible to earn, but it also comes with a really great variety of patches. And that one is $6.99. So that's bringing every pack. Let's see, every pack of patches that comes in the Omega kit, that's bringing it down from $45 to $38.83. I don't know about you guys, but if I can save as much as I can while investing, I'm going to do it. Okay. So the next pack that we have is the Omni kit. That one is $9.99. It's retail valued at $1,500. That's going to bring each pack of patches down to, let's see, is that math right? I don't know. Maybe I think I wrote it wrong. Okay, so 38, maybe 37. I think I meant 37.96. So 37.96 is how much each pack is going to be. And you can actually turn around and make a really great profit off of that by sampling for just a small processing fee that you would charge people for getting the product in, getting the product out and sent to them. You can make a really great profit off of your patches by getting that inventory sold. So my whole thing that I've been teaching my team is duplication. We're buying the pack that has the most variety, and we're getting people on samples. We're getting people on product. They're having a 5-day experience with our patches, and then they're able to tell us their testimony. And from there, they're able to tell us, do you want to be a customer or do you want to be an associate? We have a really great and generous customer appreciation program. It's 25% off of your first order. So that would be making the patches from $60 to $45. Not only that, when you sign up and enroll as a first-time customer, you also get a link to share. So you're almost doing like affiliate stuff. So you're going to be getting some $30 in rewards every time somebody orders from your link from, like, let's say my website. Okay. So the company is just going to reward you for spreading the word and sharing the love and getting people on product, which I totally appreciate. So these packs are really great for sampling off, like I said, for selling your inventory. But one of the most popular packs that we have is the Momentum pack. And that one is going to be almost $2,000, so $1,999. It's retail valued at $3,600, and that's going to bring each pack of patches down to $32.77. This is going to come with such a great variety. So if you have a large network, or if you plan on selling these packs whole, you can do with it as you please, which I love. But one pack that's not on here is the Flex 40 pack. We just launched that last week, and we don't have a flyer for it just yet. But the Flex 40 pack is going to bring each pack down to $32.47, and it's $1,299. And you're going to be able to pick which 40 patches that you think would sell best in your market, which I absolutely love. It's like going to our shipping warehouse and just having a heyday and adding to cart, whichever patches you think would sell. If you have a network that is high in pain, we have billion-dollar industries right here sitting at our forefront, right? We have pain industry, we have the energy industry, we have the sleep and industry, we have the weight loss industry. You guys, all of these products are geared towards helping to bring in people so that they can have options that are drug free, and that they can have something that is new technology, that's FDA registered. And I'm not sure if Nicole even covered it, but these products are actually HSA approved because they are FDA registered. And that is something that is huge for a lot of people who have that stipend with their company. And so that just to me shows the power of this product. So if you've been thinking about joining us here at Super Patch, I would highly suggest a pack that you can be the sampler, that you can be the store, and get that product out as fast as you can so that you can have those powerful testimonies along with us. So thank you so much, Nicole, for having me on and letting me share. If there's anything I forgot, please remind me and I'll go back and share it. Oh, you're on mute.
No, I was just saying that is so amazing. I love the way that you present that. And it really, like when we talked about it, Celia has such a brilliant business mind. And she's like, I want to make the most money the fastest. And that's really the theme. Like you want to make the most money the fastest. And that is the way to do it. So I always tell people if that's what they want, come in with the Omni Kit. It is an investment, but it is a business. And we'll show you, we have the tools to show you exactly how to get that and to turn it into a quick profit fast. So one thing last I'll share, because when you started talking about that, Celia, about the different industries, what was really cool and what I've seen is we have so many different people that come from different niches, right? So I used to sell a ton of collagen, right? And so the Lumi patch was really exciting to me. But it's funny, you know, when I talk about the Lumi patch to the people that are looking for a collagen replacement, they also realize that along the way they're super stressed and they haven't slept. So whatever your niche is, you're really able to step out of that a little bit and you're able to capture more market share. And that has been the thing that I've loved the most, because when you can capture more market share and you're already providing great customer service, they're going to keep coming back to you when they need solutions, and they're going to send you their friends. So that's what we provide you guys. We provide solutions for symptomatic pain relief, for sleep, for stress, for all the things. So if you feel like this is something that you want to do with us and you want to lock arms, please get back to the person that invited you to this call tonight. They really see something in you, or they wouldn't have invited you. They want to be able to work with you. They want to have you grow with us here at Super Patch and build something from the ground floor. You guys, we're going to look back at this in a year and be so amazed at what we have started and what we have built here. It's just so exciting. I've been here a year, just celebrated my year anniversary. And I look back and I'm like, I don't even believe it. Like I'm shocked every day, the amount of growth that we have and the amount of people that we're helping. And so if you really are a servant-led leader and you feel like that's your goal in life, is to just really help people, you would fit in wonderfully here. So we would love to have you. On that note, I'm going to wrap up this call. Thank you so much for our speakers tonight. Thank you for helping me present, ladies. Y'all are amazing and awesome. And thanks for y'all's time. Get back to the person that invited you, and we can't wait to see you in the chats. Bye, you guys.